Deepseek AI is causing massive fears in the market, causing Bitcoin and the traditional stock market like the S&P, Russell, and NASDAQ to absolutely tank this morning. In this video, we're going to talk about what the heck is going on. Are these fears warranted? And we're going to talk about how Bitcoin is actively being manipulated right now. But before we get started, welcome back to the channel. For those that are new here, I'm Doc. Throughout the day, I'm a resident physician, and at night, I take you guys on my crypto journey. Guys, we're gonna jump right in. I respect your guys' time. Bitcoin is kind of shit in the bed this morning. It wicked all the way down to $97,000, broke this wedge channel that we were in, and if you watched my video yesterday, this isn't necessarily surprising to you because we talked about how market manipulators are flushing leveraged traders to steal their crypto from them. I legitimately think this is happening. We're going to break down the thesis here. Bitcoin was showing a little bit bounce back. It came, like I said, it came down to 98, high 97s, bounced back up to 101, and it's just tanking right back down. The traditional stock market isn't doing much better. We're going to talk about that in a second. Bitcoin dominance continues to rally. We got up to 59.6% within the last earlier today. It's starting to come back down now. This has just been a painful uptrend though, right? The past, I don't know, gosh, it feels like, yeah, middle of January, we've just been going straight up. And that's why your alt bags are really hurting right now. Ash Crypto says, huge, massive crash in the stock market, wiped out more than $2 trillion. This is all due to the Deepseek R1 app. And he's saying, pray for crypto. This is the NASDAQ. It was down almost 5% this morning. And this is not like the normal stock market. Seeing 5% drops in one day is pretty rare, right? And this chart kind of says it all. If you look at the traditional stock market, right, everyone's saying stocks are tumbling, the NASDAQ, S&P, it all tumbles because these AI fears, specifically DeepSeek R1 out of China, right? That's what's causing all this turmoil in the market. I think the person that's getting hit the most is NVIDIA. Now, they're currently down 14.9%. Guys, this morning they were down 18%, which is pretty wild. It's starting to recover a little bit, right? Markets have been open for a few hours in the US. I suspect this is going to make a little bit more of a recovery, but these fears, and we're going to talk about if they're warranted or not in just a second, NVIDIA has kind of been the belle of the ball of 2024 going into 2025. I remember looking at this, it was in the 70s. In 2024, it skyrocketed all the way up to the 140s, and we're getting a little bit of a pullback. We're going to talk about why here in just a sec, but I am going to plug my Discord. This is absolutely free, 100% free. I have nothing to sell you. I'm going to put a link in the description to join the channel. Guys, we're building an awesome community here. We're talking about alpha, market research, new coin drops. A couple of our members have made big returns. Again, I have nothing to sell you. Join the Discord below. Check us out what we're doing. That's my plug on that. Okay, so the fears that are causing all the market is Deepseek R1. They're saying that it's 25% cheaper than ChatGPT. And I'm going to break this down in kind of just simple terms. Don't get confused by this chart. ChatGPT, it's running on level 4 right now. Their next upgrade is going to be called ChatGPT O1 or 1. So this hasn't been released to the public yet, but this graph, cost is on the x-axis and performance is on the y-axis. Here's DeepSeek R1, right? It's cheaper than all these other models, and it's more robust, it's more powerful. I want you guys to look at this gray line right here. This is the next version of ChatGPT that's coming out. So it's not as powerful as DeepSeek R1, which is up here, but it's also cheaper because it's farther left on this curve, right? So there's a lot of speculation that China is front running the US market on AI. And if you remember, just last week, Trump issued an announcement that he's investing in AI and crypto, right? He wants the US to be the AI and crypto capital of the world. Well, hopefully that happens because China is kind of front running us, potentially doing this for cheaper and more robust. Well, are these fears warranted? The Scale AI, their CEO, Alexander Wang, he's saying DeepSeek actually has 50,000 NVIDIA GPUs hidden to kind of bolster their performance. So, little fun fact, I haven't seen a lot of people talking about this. Folks are saying that Deepseek R1, their AI platform, was built for just $6 million. Meanwhile, we are pouring billions, if not tens of billions of dollars into our companies, right? OpenAI, ChatGPT, things like that. So that's where all this concern's coming from. But we need to see, is China and DeepSeek AI, are they really kind of downplaying themselves, saying like, oh, hey, we're doing all of this on a shoestring budget, when in reality, they have 50,000 NVIDIA GPUs running in the background. So that's kind of where all this drama and fear is coming from, because we're really not sure what's going on. Marty Party, if you guys don't follow him, he's definitely worth a follow. I've been following him for the past couple months. He's saying a lot of this liquidation on the prices, guys, it's to market manipulators. The average retail investor isn't selling their crypto. It's these huge exchanges flushing the market. Look at this. In the past 24 hours, there's been $1 billion in liquidations in one day, right? So Marty Party saying that the futures market manipulates asset prices. And if you actually go back, he's talking about this like all day. He's showing all these different liquidation levels. He's actually showing an exchange called Wintermute, how these exchanges are selling cryptos on Wintermute to reduce prices. So it's all, unfortunately, just kind of a way. This is the tweet I was looking for. All these folks are selling on Wintermute, these exchanges, and in particular, it's like Binance, Coinbase, Bybit. It's all these bigger exchanges. They're selling their assets on Wintermute to reduce the price. They're taking those profits in USDC, and then they're buying back at a cheaper level. I really do think this is market manipulation. On yesterday's video, I said I wouldn't be surprised if we broke down to 99,000, because it's going to flush a ton of liquidations. And that's exactly what happened. A ton of long liquidations got flushed, and you can actually see the market's kind of starting to rebalance. Now a bunch of futures are short. So don't get confused by this chart. It's really not that complicated. All of these are short liquidations. So for example, if the price were to go back up to 102,000, all of this volume here, which is billions of dollars, right? If you look over here, billions of dollars would get liquidated, meaning they'd lose their crypto. So this really is just all market manipulation. All right, we've got a big week ahead of us. You guys are going to sub because you guys want awesome news in a timely manner, and that's what I'm doing. We've got big economic data this week. On Wednesday, we have a Fed interest rate decision, and guys, guess what? There's going to be no interest rate cut, but Powell is going to speak afterwards, and we're going to be looking for hints for him to drop if QE is coming. I don't want to spend a ton of time on this, but QE, this is so important to follow. And of course, now my chart's not going to pull up. But QE right here, we need quantitative easing to come back. That's when the Fed is increasing their balance sheet. Right now, we're in quantitative tightening. The Fed is decreasing their balance sheet, and that's bad for risk on assets. We need quantitative tightening to stop before quantitative easing can start. So we're going to be listening to Fed Powell's speech on Wednesday to see if he hints at when quantitative tightening will stop. Then also on Friday, we have some inflation data. I'm obviously going to be following all of this. That's why you guys follow me. I'm going to break this complex information down, and I'm going to try to get it to you guys quick, right? You can listen to this on your way to work, at the gym, whatever. Last thing I'm going to talk about, Simple AI. These guys are launching in a week or two. I think they've got a lot of really cool stuff going on. We're talking about it in the Discord. Link is going to be below. What do you guys think about all this? Is this market manipulation? Am I getting it wrong? Also, thanks for watching all the way to the end of the video. It means way more to me than you know. I will see you guys on my next one.